I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I did my conch the day I landed in London. That's how piercing deprived I am. Hi guys, I am back and it's only been 1 week since we're out of lockdown and we're going back into lockdown again. So Christmas is gonna be in lockdown, but today is gonna be like a piercing update and a piercing Q&A. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. So yes, I have hit my double digits and my most recent member of the family is my belly piercing. So some people ask me when I started and stuff, and like most people's first piercing would be their lobes, and I got my lobes because my mom asked me to. Like, what irony. A lot of the girls around me have like got their lobes done already, but I haven't got them done yet. So I was like completely clean. I had like nothing on my, no tattoos, no piercings, no nothing on my body. So I was actually pretty scared of this piercing, or like piercings in general. I thought they looked cool, but I didn't dare to get any of them. So yeah, and then basically my mom got me to like this jewelry place in, I think in China if I'm not wrong. And then he pierced me with like the piercing gun, which do not get them there. My left ear is completely clean, by the way. My left ear is just, I only have one lobe on my left ear. So my third piercing is this second lobe on my right ear, and I got this done on an impromptu at X-Craft in, no, where did I get it done? Boon Lay. Crap, what's it called? What's that place called? Oh my god, I'm not in Singapore so long. What's that place called? Boon Lay, fuck. So yeah, back then I have like I think 1 or 2 friends with a lot of piercings back in school, and then I think they got theirs done with piercing gun as well, even the cartilages. But then I think some of them got their bones like kind of like fractured and stuff. Like the entire lobe, the cartilage kind of just gave way, and then it collapsed. So I was kind of like freaking out because of that, and then I've not touched any of my cartilage piercing until recently. So recently, after I came to London, I started this entire journey of piercings basically. So prior to that, I have not done any piercing other than the 3 like in school, like in high school. So I think I've been quite mature about it, or I would like to think so. Who am I kidding? When I got my second lobe, I was kind of like, I really want a piercing, I want to get my lobes again. And then my friends were like, yeah, why not, like just get it. And then we took a bus, like 1 hour bus right down to Boon Lay from school, direct bus, and we went down and then we just got it done and then went home after that. Yeah, so I had a few piercings in mind. I knew I wanted to get my helix done already, but I wanted to get something else. So I had tragus and I had industrial piercing in mind as well. But industrial look kind of masculine in a sense. Like, I actually like the look of it. Then my friends were like telling me to not get it because it doesn't look good, or like it wouldn't look feminine on me in a sense. So I did like reconsider and I didn't get it, but even though I still kind of want it, but like no matter what you say, I'm getting it. So till now I didn't get it. So yeah, and then so I decided to get a tragus because the tragus look cute. Like, it's a very dainty and really cute and like small piercing, and then it looks good with rings and with jewelry, so no complaints. And it didn't hurt at all. When I got my tragus done, I don't know, so basically I got my tragus and I got my helix done on the same day. And my tragus, I would say it's a 3 out of 10. I didn't feel it at all, but some people, if you have a big tragus, you might feel a bit more pain, I think. But I didn't, so... And then my helix, I would say a 4 out of 10 because I got it second. So like most of the adrenaline went for the first one, which is the tragus, and then the second one I didn't feel much. So it was like a 4 out of 10. But my helix did not heal well and it started rejecting, so I removed it. So basically I got both my tragus and my helix done around May/June period before I'm gonna go home back to Singapore. And then when I went back home, like basically everyone was trying to hug me, or I was trying to hug everyone. So like the arms went around like me, and then so basically when people come over and hug me, like they would start boxing my ears, and there was a lot of tugging that went along with this, so it did not end well basically, and this died. My first helix died basically, and then I removed it, and my tragus healed really well. My tragus healed within like what, one to 2 months. I think it healed in 1 month. And then my helix, I removed it after 1 month. And when I came back in September, basically I got my Rook and my second helix done at the same time. And at first I was debating whether I want a Rook or want a Dave, but I got a Rook because I listen to a lot of music. I have my earphones in half the time of my life, and I'm just afraid that like the constant pushing in of earphones or like earbuds is gonna keep like rubbing or irritating that piercing there, so I just didn't move it. So this Rook, I have not removed it at all before, like at all. And I have yet changed my jewelry as well. It's the same original jewelry that my piercer pierced me with, and so I've always wanted a conch, but I've heard so many stories from friends, because I have a lot of friends that actually did their conch, but like they said that their conch hurt, and then because it's like it's still such a huge piece of like cartilage, so everyone was like telling me that the first 3 days they couldn't hear whatever, and then their entire ears was like throbbing, and then I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like basically I chose this side again. Like I was like, at least I can sleep on this side. I can't sleep on this side yet, but I can sleep on this side. But the conch gave me no problem at all. I think my piercer did a really good job. She pierced me at my sweet spot for my conch. It didn't hurt, it didn't, oh my god, touch wood. It didn't hurt, it didn't like give any issues to me. So it is healing very well now still as well, and it's been a month or 2 since I did it. 2 months. I basically did the conch the day I landed. I went to my piercer, she checked my skin, like stretchiness, whatever, and then she gave me the green lights, and I was like, okay, let's do it. And then I went back a month later after the UK's lockdown, the November lockdown, and then I went back to get my navel done. And then my navel, like some people might say that it looks different from the usual navel piercing, and the reason is because I got a floating piercing, a floating navel, and the difference is basically, I lost a lot of weight and I have a lot of excess skin, so it's easier to pierce more inwards instead of like the normal piercing, because it faces a higher chance of rejection basically. And yeah, I would say I would rate the sternum piercing a 5 out of 10, and then a 5 or 5.5, and then the navel will be around like a 4.5 to a 5-ish for me in a sense, because navel I wasn't nervous about it. I kind of knew it was coming, so like it was slightly painful for me because I know how the pain feels like. But the sternum, it was more of like I didn't know what was going on because I can't see it, and then I wasn't expecting it, so like I forgot the needle needs to go through my skin. So like halfway through I was kind of like, wait, what have you done? And then I went like and I started moving, but it was totally uncalled for. Like I really didn't know. Yeah, so the only part about the sternum, the surface piercing, is that like basically the needle needs to travel a certain distance, so like it is a very uncomfortable feeling. It's not uncomfortable, but like it's a weird feeling. Like there's like something going through your body in a sense, like you can feel it. Do opt for dermals if your piercer recommends you that, like if you want to go for like dermals or whatever. But like I had enough skin. Is because I used to be really fat. I lost quite a bit of weight, and I have a lot of like extra skin, excess skin on my body. Like even in my neck right now, right, it looks normal. Like I could drag out a lot of skin, so I could go for like all this like surface piercings. Like look at this. Yep. So yeah, I lost quite a bit of weight, so the skin didn't exactly like go back, it didn't firm up, so I have a lot of like elastic skin around my body, which is why I can go for all the sternum piercing. Basically it's not for everyone, so please like check out with your piercer, check out your anatomy, whether it works for you or not, and then you get it pierced. And the thing about surface piercing is that it doesn't live a lifetime. It might like close up halfway, like maybe halfway through, like it can go well for like years for you, and then all of a sudden your body's like, nope, fuck, you're done, and then it starts rejecting. So it happens. So I know that it's not sustainable in a sense. The navel piercing, I wanted to do it because I did a surgery a few years ago, and I have a scar on my lower belly button. I kind of want, like, I'm very, 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 very insecure about that scar in a sense, and I'm very insecure on my belly. And I just wanted to have a piece of jewelry there in a sense for me to like look past, because I'm someone that actually like I really adore my piercings. I really love my piercings. So the navel piercing is more of me wanting to boost my ego up, or like to not be so insecure about my stomach. And then after losing weight, I started like wearing more crop tops and stuff, so I was like, I want to like feel good, you know. And then so that, which is also the reason why I decided to do that belly button piercing as well. And then I thought like, oh, maybe it, like after it heals, and then if I, let's say I want to get a dangling jewelry, then I probably can cover that scar or like take some attention away from that scar. If not, like every time the first thing I see my belly button is gonna be that scar. Like it's always gonna be that scar. Like that scar is always there, and it's a really huge like piece of keloid scar, and I hate it. Honestly, I really hated it. I still hate it. I still do. Don't get me wrong, I still do. But with the piercing there, I can look past it myself in a sense. I don't have to like stare at it. Yeah. So I guess that's it for this week's video. Comment down the comment section down below what piercings that you have, or like how many piercings you have, and what you are hoping to do next. Or yeah, if I should do any more piercings, or like would a septum look good on me? I don't know. I'm still thinking, but it's a facial piercing, so it's a kind of big step in a sense. Yeah, so I will see you next week. Bye. Kind of like send a lot of my friends into trauma by sending them Prince Albert. Do not Google Prince Albert. Do not Google Prince Albert. I've sent a shit ton of my friends into trauma. I'm just saying, disclaimer. I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. I'm sorry.